Yo, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet Violet VGC video. I'm your host Jose Rocks, and today we got Koraidon and Calyrex, right? Calyrex Shadow, and this is a very fun team, very hyper offensive, and has a lot of different things that it does well into the format. And this feels like an overall a very solid team with also some fun picks in Boot Bonnet and Walking Weight. So if you guys don't know Koraidon, there's a lot of different builds that you can do with this team that center around Koraidon and Calyrex. The other two partners that you can sub out any of the bottom four partners to make this team work are, if you're going to get rid of Dozo and Tatsugiri, you can go Weezing plus Chi-Yu, or you can drop Walking Wake for Weezing, or you can drop Bonnet for like Chi-Yu. And there's just a lot of different combos and ways that you can make this team, function and be very, very, very fun. So this team is really cool, and it offers a lot of damage output, a lot of in-game cleaning. Either way, you can clean with Calyrex in the in-game with the Sash, or you can clean with Dozo in the in-game once you remove your opponent's pieces, right? Koraidon, Walking Wake, and Blue Bonnet do a good job in the early game and just being disruptive, dealing good damage and putting things to sleep, and also just removing your opponent's pieces so that your mons in the back can thrive. So that's what this team really does really well, and it's very fun. So if you guys like this type of content, go ahead and subscribe for me. Turn on those post notifications because we are so close to 1,000 subscribers, and each subscription that you guys leave helps the channel grow so that we're able to do more on the channel. There's a rental code up at the top right, as well as a Poképaste down in the description below. And let me know in a comment what you guys think about Koraidon and Calyrex team. Do you think that this team has a lot of flexibility in its partners and still being able to find success even with the items? Or do you think that it's kind of like one-sided, right? I think that this team is super flexible, just in my personal opinion. But Calyrex, pretty standard set. We went with Shadow Ball over something like Disable or Encore because Shadow Ball is like in those situations where you're going against like Lunala with Wide Guard, Zamazenta with Wide Guard, they're just not expecting Shadow Ball. And while it is a good best of one tech, you can still use it in best of three, but especially in best of one, which we're playing on ladder, the surprise Shadow Ball when your opponent goes for Wide Guard is just very demoralizing, and a lot of opponents aren't able to come back from that, especially if they don't Terra, like if you're going against a Cali Shadow Zamazenta team and they don't Terra the Kelly Shadow to expect the Shadow Ball, they just go for Wide Guard thinking that they're safe from Psychic because they've resisted, then you just kind of like win the game from there, and it is very fun. Koraidon, this is going to be the Wolfie Koraidon, is able to deal massive amounts of damage. We just centralize in removing your opponent's pieces so that Calyrex can clean up in the in-game, or Dondozo can clean up in the in-game, and it's very solid for that. But it's pretty much the Wolfie set that he won EUIC with, and it's just able to just remove pieces. Similar to that team wants to remove pieces so it can Parasong. This team wants to remove pieces so you can in-game clean with either Calyrex or Dondozo. Next is Dondozo and Tatsugiri. The Dozo set is going to be really fun. The body press, order up, and heavy slam feels really solid in this format. I did choose to go with the Tatsugiri that boosts the attack damage though, because I felt like a lot of situations I didn't really need the defense boost on Dozo because it's already really defensive, and there was a lot of circumstances where Dondozo got burnt and it just wasn't able to deal any more damage after that. With order up boosting your attack on this team, you're able to still skyrocket your attacks, get to +6 and ignore the burn, and still be able to deal massive amounts of damage, and your opponent still struggles to remove Dozo, especially if you remove like the best checks to Dozo. Things like Koraidon does not like to take a close combat for Koraidon. It just one-shots it, and that allows the Dozo to thrive, and then you still have your Grass Terror in case you have to play around that. And then once you get 3-4 attack boosts, like Dozo starts to one-shot everything, and it just gets hard for it to get off the field, and it's just taking KOs at the same time. Next is Tatsugiri. It's a really, really bulky Tatsugiri since we're not running Sash on it, but it does have Poison Terror just so you can get around like some fairy coverage or like a close combat in the end game to where you might need that, but honestly you rarely ever click the Poison Terror on Tatsugiri, but the Rocky Helmet just makes it a good switch in. It's a physical attacker to break sashes. If you see your Chimpao like going for an attack into something, you can switch Tatsugiri in, or if they just want to attack your Tatsugiri, then you're able to punish them by breaking their sash. Same thing with Urshifu, and just those sash moves, right? So it's very solid for that. But honestly, Tatsugiri is really here just to boost on Dozo. So anything that you do on Tatsugiri that can help it give some type of niche, it's going to be good for it, because honestly, it's like just one of those mons that if you have it, you try to do something with it when it can, but most likely it's not going to be winning you a lot of games, right? Next is Blue Bonnet. Pretty standard set, Water Terror, Covert Cloak. I feel like this is the best set for it. You could like swap out, Seed Bomb for like Rage Powder, I mean for protect, because sometimes Bluebonnet does need protect on this team. But other than that, you already have 4 protects on the top mon, so I felt like, you know, not having protect on the last 2 is fine, and I still was able to, you know, have a lot of fun with this team. Sucker Punch, really threatening the Calyrex Shadow. Usually never get to click Sucker Punch though into it because they're usually always going to play around it. But it is some end games to where they have no choice but to get hit with a Sucker Punch, and then Bluebonnet can thrive from that, right? Last but not least is Walking Wake. I feel like this is the MVP of this team. It brings the pieces together so well. It pairs really well with Koraidon. Being able to just outspeed a lot of things, get snarls off, do really good damage in the sun with Hydro Steam, chipping things into range so Astral Barrage can pick them off, or Dozo can pick them off, is really solid. Draco Meteor just being really good dragon type coverage, forcing, you know, a lot of terrors because they try to respect the Draco Meteor. And then Aqua Jet to be able to break those, to break sashes or also pick up sash mons that are brought down to sash, and it's really good for that. It's just really good tech because there's not really another move. We could do something like Flamethrower, but I felt like Koraidon was carrying enough firepower, so we didn't really need the fire on Walking Wake. And Assault Vest just allows Walking Wake with the Water Terror to be very spongy and soak up a lot of damage and just be able to chip your opponents down. Its best role for this team is chipping things into range of other things, right? So think of it outspeeds Koraidon. You're going to be hitting stuff with Hydro Steam. That way, if something wasn't going to get picked up with Flare Blitz or Close Combat, it automatically gets picked up because of the chip, right? Same thing with Astral Barrage. It chips things into range and getting KO by Astral Barrage. Against Incineroar, you can lead Walking Wake plus Calyrex. You can go for Hydro Steam, chip Incineroar down into Astral Barrage range, or vice versa. You can go for Ghost Terror or Calyrex, Astral Barrage, and then Hydro Steam to pick up the Incineroar. So it's a really good combo with all of these mons, especially if the sun is already up and you're just able to outspeed. But that's going to be it for a team breakdown. This team is really fun. I didn't really see any hard counters into it. One of the best mons to use against this team though is going to be Tornadus, because it's able to turn off the sun, and also Bleak Wind does really good damage into this team. And also like Tornadus like to play with, like, sometimes it has like a Kyogre and stuff like that, so it can be, you know, pretty threatening on the special side because it's able to clean up really well. And Tornadus plus like Miraidon is kind of like a nightmare matchup. You don't typically see those two together too often, but the combination of those two are really good into this team, so just keep note of that. It's very rare, but I did run into some of them in practice with this team, and it was pretty hard to beat. But other than that, this team has really good matchups around the board. You just have to find your lines and just practice with this team a couple of times before you take it on a ladder. Like on, you can use the Poképaste on Showdown if you don't want to, you know, mess up your record or anything like that. But this team is very fun, and I hope that you guys give it a try. But like I said, there's a article up at the top right and a Poképaste down in the description below. Let's go ahead and get into these battles. Alright, so for our first match, we got Pikachu. Interesting. Zacian, Kyogre, Moltres, Moonbeam, Grimmsnarl. So, what's our best? How good is Dozo here? Dozo's actually really good here, especially in Zacian. We don't have a lot of ways to deal with like Spore and Bonnet. I think we can actually, like, that's funny to say this, but I think I can leave both my restricteds. But I'm gonna still bring Koraidon, because I think it has a good end game here if I get the sun up. And if he leads Zacian, that's really good until Walking Wake with Play Rough, right? I think this is pretty easy to take this for. No paralysis on Pikachu, we didn't paralyze. Respect. That's a lot of damage. I think Bluebonnet is valuable in the end game, so I don't want to just sack it here. We have revealed. I mean, I guess you could assume that I have one of those strings in the back. He still doesn't know which one yet, right? Get order up our attack boost. Sash. Oh, so this is nuzzle paralysis French stuff. That's kind of annoying. Alright, I hope Pikachu stays sleepy because that can be pretty nice. Alright, he's gonna get a fiery rack now. Alright. So for now, we avoid getting paralyzed. Paralyzed plus fiery wrath, it's just like, you know, paralysis, like Thunder Wave, Rock Slide stuff. Pretty similar strategy. But it's even better because fiery wrath doesn't miss. And I think dark coverage is just a little bit better than rock coverage. Mocho's really not doing no damage, so I'm just go up and over. I could Terra him. He still gets the paralysis, man. First Thunder, too. We're going for Hurricane. Alright, we get one more. Alright. Dozo's in a bad spot now that he got the paralysis off there. Specs in that shit. Alright, Dozo is clutch right now. Letting Tatsugiri take damage here. How bad is that? Oh, he's not gonna switch? Ah, he didn't even switch. I could have flame charged. Well, the Brute Bonnet, if he goes for a Fiery Raptor, I think we're still going. Trying to catch the Nation on the switch there. Brute Bonnet shifts a lot of Fiery Raptor. Oh, he went for Hurricane and miss. Okay, perfect. He hasn't Terra yet, so unless you're Grass Terrazation, you can Rage Powder here and Flame Charge Moltres. I think that should be GG unless you double protect. You're trying to get rid of the Bonnet so he can just go after Koraidon. I think it's safe to just Rage Powder again and close comeback. Oh, there we go. Nice. Played that one well. Oh wait, if he was Fairy Terror, I think Flare Blitz was always correct then, but we outspeed him with the speed boost, right? So whatever he terrored into, we still get a Flare Blitz off next turn since we Rage Powder. I guess if he was Grass Terror to get around Rage Powder and Sacred Sword me with my defense drop, maybe he had a chance, but I think we were good regardless. Let's keep going. Alright, Calyrex Shadow Rider. Chenpao. Raging Bolt is really good. The combination of the bottom three are good into Dozo. I want to bring Bonnet, these two, plus Koraidon and Calyrex. That's specs. Could have Terra to survive there. I wonder if it was worth it. No white guys coming out here, so I'm gonna go Shadow Ball and Steam that slot. I'm happy that Walking Wake is faster than Zamazenta. But if he has like something like a Dark Terror, then we're in trouble. if you're not, I mean, he did a lot of damage, so I expect it. And now you just bring Chin Power out, right? Very surprised to see a Lungus here. If he doesn't wire guard again, which I don't think he should after he's saying Shadow Ball, he'd be in a really bad spot. He must not have Chin Power. Nice. So we baited him with the Shadow Ball. That's a double KO. Shadow Ball is so good on Calyrex. Why do not more people run it, man? It's such a good tech. I was so tempted to bring it to NAIC, but I ultimately chose to go with Disable because Disable is really good into like the Sucker Punch mind games. And when Chin Power goes for Sucker Punch into you, like what Walking Wake's gonna do right now, it's gonna suck. Oh, I don't have a Disable, right? But it was Sucker Punch here. I can just disable it, and then it can't. I will Thunderclap, right? You disable it, and then you just go first the next turn, which is nice. I'm actually gonna snarl. Oh, that means I can just click Flare Blitz until Real Press Combat. This is kind of thrown if he targets Walking Away. Oh, okay. I think if you don't target Calyrex, you kind of just lose it. Oh, nice. Okay. That's still sketchy because of the, see, with Disable right there, all I gotta do is click Disable and then he can never click Thunderclap again. And that's why it's good. But Shadow Ball was super clutch into winning that game. And Shadow Ball was huge. It would have been even better. Because we speed tied, he had to be max speed. He was definitely like choice specs. If we just want to speed tie and my Calyrex keeps his sash, right, then it's even better for us. But him not bringing Chin Power was crazy, and I honestly think you should have brought out Raging Bolt first, just to pressure like the Thunderclap into Calyrex after I picked up the KO. But hey, we'll take it. Your opponent can only go for what they see in front of them. If they don't find the game-winning play, then you know that's better for us. All right, let's keep going. You got Chris here and Kyogre and Koraidon. That's an interesting duo. That's something I'm going to be featuring before the end of the month too. I actually like it as a duo. I think Koraidon is one of the restrictors that you can use with another special restrictor, right? Tornadus is pretty annoying. Extra food, Cineworld, Amogus, I meant. So Brute Bonnet can't really spoil him. If he didn't have the Miraidon, Urbana would be really good to Kyogre. I actually still want to bring Bonnet because I just really don't like those over here. Who goes first? Right on. It's not Scarf. Okay, here we go. Go Fairy Tale because you're reading it, right? I probably should just click stay. Connecting origin post sucks too. Alright, but this is a free switch into Koraidon. I think if we have Incinerate, and you protect right on yeah. There's no way you attack me. I saw that your life for it, right? He could still attack you. I wish Sucker Punch was able to get a KO from there. I think I need to read him not faking out. If it's Tornadus though, it's sketchy. Alright, so we know we outspeed type. Cinnamon being faster than Big Bonnet really sucks too. We gotta hope for an origin close to this. That's the only way we win the game. Alright, we can miss this. 85% accurate. Oh wow, he didn't even raise powder. He spored with electric terrain up. I can't believe he misplayed. Oh, what? Wait, what? Is he Sludge Bomb? Or Pollen Puff? Oh, thank you. You just cleared my drops. Let me turn the rain off. I don't know if he's Rocky Helmet. I don't want to take any chip. Alright, Flare Blitz, Fire Terror. The rain is reducing my attack. I don't think it gets the KO. I wish he had Pollen Puff. Alright, so I think we can take one, but maybe not two. So we gotta try to wake up here. The next turn, I mean. Yeah, we can't take another one. Alright, comes down to this, guys. I mean, I might as well just go for Protect, right? Because he Terror. He Terror, right? Yeah, so if we wake up, it don't matter. We still just click Flare Blitz. Ah, dang, so close, man. My opponent threw though, man. Yeah, he threw. I don't know why he never Rage Powder. I could have just clicked Close Combat and I would have survived on the Brute Bonnet. What turn did I lose that game? It's really hard to say because I felt like I played it well. I think based on how he played it, I should have just clicked Close Combat, but you're supposed to click Rage Powder there. So how do I get out of that position to where I don't have to protect to try to get around the and I also clicked Spore into Electric Terrain too, so we both misplayed on that. We both forgot about the terrain, but let's keep going. Alright, we got Groudon and Koraidon, so it's probably discharge stuff. It's probably discharge stuff, right? I don't see Blue Bonnet. It's so weak to everything. It's threatened by super effective damage from everything, right? So I don't want to bring Bonnet. I think it is Dozo. I think it's Koraidon walking away, Dondozo Tatsugiri. I think I leave the Calyrex. Yeah, because Chien-Pao is going to be annoying for it. Entei is probably going to be normal Terra. I think Dozo is a good end game for this team, against this team. I wonder if he's QD on the Pokémon. Yeah, he's definitely not QD with it. Wait, he probably could be QD with Legacy, right? Protect her and he both switches in the walking away and gets in the Sonora. I mean, I'll be in a bad spot. So I'm just gonna Flare Blitz. Try to get rid of that play. And Snarl to reduce Rhydon damage. And Rhydon could just Fairy Tail here and Dazzle. And if you do that, I survive on both, right? KO. I think it should be a KO. What are you going for here? Electro Drift? I'm gonna do covert coat. Oh. I need Draco to get the KO on Pokemon. Yeah, he's covert. He's parabolic charge. That's what he is. Next to Koraidon, right? Oh, that's nasty. If I break the Volt here and I get an attack off, though, I'll be in a good spot. The close combat off. Oh. You let me just nuke your... Wait, you can't take a close combat from here, right? Let's go! Wolfie stats. Yeah, close combat, life orb in the sun, one shot from right eyes. A very cool tech that he used on his Paris Trap team. I'm using that pretty much. It's not his Koraidon, but it's the same set as that Koraidon pretty much. And it still nukes. And the idea is that you nuke with Calyrex and Koraidon, you just nuke things. And you get stuff in range of Dondozo. switching from here? I think I'm just gonna break up. I kinda don't wanna risk it. Protecting the Volcarona there was so greedy. Nice. Nice. Alright. So while Terra did help him survive the Flare Blitz, him protecting the Hulk, because we're getting a speed boost in the sun, without the burn chip, it's debatable whether it could have survived the Draco. But him just, it kind of just cost him a game that plays it. Yeah, now we just click heavy slam into everything. Only one of these can be Sash, right? If I had to guess, it's the Chimpao. We didn't even bring Groudon, so we couldn't even go for his discharge, his parabolic charge. So I guess you could protect. I can see the vision though. Parabolic charge next to Groudon seems pretty strong. I use parabolic charge on Koraidon with Wrangler. What's up with Tickle, man? This is the second Tickle Whimsicott I've seen. I never used to see this like that. Oh, he's Life Force, so it's focus out. Oh, it's not. I need Life Force. He didn't set up Tailwind. We chilling here. This body press at this point. Tickle is nasty though, because dropping the defenses so Chimpao does more damage. It's really cool. Cool team by my opponent, but that was a little bit greedy with the Koraidon at turn 2. You already had, you know, the guaranteed redirection. If he didn't protect with both, I do think Draco Meteor gets the KO there, so it's the same result. And since he's a bulkier Koraidon, we always outspeed it, right? I don't think he was max speed. I think he's more invested in bulk, so he can play the long game with parabolic charge. So I think we always just get that KO there. But nice. Let's get into one final game. All right, so for our final match, we have another Kyogre Calyrex Ice. Well, another Kyogre, I should say. Bonnet can sleep 4 of his mons, but I think it would be on this team. Is this the Iron Ball Kyogre team? I need Dozo to play against the triple mode, right? I want to bring everything except Koraidon, right? I really want to bring Shadow, but I think Walking Wake. I think I'm gonna bring Shadow. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave Walking Wake. Walking Wake does do so good into Kyogre though, just snarling it and with the Assault Vest. But I can't do much into Among Us with that. Show me Psychic Seed on Giri. Alright, so we can safely Spore. think Among Us, Violet can be really annoying from not playing with Spore. So I'm gonna Spore Calyrex. And Astro. And if he like follow me, trick him, we put Indeedee to sleep, we still get Astro Barrage off. And next turn, I can Spore, put a Psychic Indeedee slide because we're trying to switch in Among Us, trying to protect. I'll be in a good spot. Yeah, fire is fine. You still take damage. We just want to get you chipped down. So once Dozo comes in, it's easier to clean up. I wonder if he gets greedy and just clicks. I think he's behind if he plays Glacial. I think Calyrex protects. Oh, he's VGC. But I think Among Us comes in on the Indeedee slide, so I'm gonna Spore Calyrex and Psychic Indeedee. And I think we just watch out Among Us if it comes in here. Yeah. 2020 Pokevision. Protect, so that way you can redirect the Spore, right? Alright, we should get a KO until we here. We literally are restricted. Nice. Now, if you got Rilla, no, it's Indeedee. It's always Kyogre, right? I don't know who's slower. I think I should just protect. Good seed bomb earlier. You might switch Cali into Indeedee. I can see bomb Kyogre just to get the damage off. Take Oh, we get the win so easily. Let's go. That Among Us read hurt my opponent. It hurt. I know it hurt. It had to hurt. Alright, that was a quick match. So I think we can just get one more game in since that was so fast. What do y'all say? Let's keep going. Alright, get into our final match. And we have another Groudon Koraidon team. We just played one of these a few games ago. So the Koraidon is the biggest threat, so if we focus that one down, we should be in a good spot, right? There's no way you don't tell them right. tears him right on. We went on the spot. And I'm just hoping I'm just faster. Unless it's like water turtle. You can set up Trick Room, but I brought Dozo so I can double out. Oh. That was a crit. Nice. This might be a turn 1-4. I love walking weight plus Koraidon lead. It just pressures so much damage. Pressures terrors. I'm actually thinking like this would be a good duo to have alongside Terapagos. Like it forces terrors and then Terapagos can take advantage of that. Yeah, I kind of like Calyrex Shadow too. And he was Groudon, right? He doesn't have anything that really outspeeds his duo. I can just double the figure out. Let me see what else he have on his team. So you can fake out Trick Room. When you wild charge Dozo, you take so much chip from wild charge. I want to make the read that he leaves me switching out into Tatsugiri here. And it feels really bad to attack a dead slot. That is funny. It should be proud of him. You did respect the swap out. Did you double it though, or did you split your damage? Okay, so double. Alright, 2020 Pokevision, just a little extra value here, a little leftovers recovery, a little chip. Value. He's not wild charging because he doesn't want to take all that recoil. Walking weight kind of like hard beats Groudon because you give me Sun and just boost my super effective damage too. It's so hard to like to target a Tatsugiri slot because it just feels so bad if you just whiff. So I understand why he made that double up. Sometimes people split their damage. Yeah. Like, unless he gets it, well, let's not even speak that. Dozo's hard to beat. Woo! That is a 2-hit KO. Turn the trick on the left too. Protector is obvious, but you can't really. I don't see him punishing it. soon as electric train's gonna be gone. I think it's gone after this turn actually, so protecting is important. Electric terrain being up, it boosting his attack, and it being super effective. It's going to do significantly less this time. I need to get rid of the giraffe though. Can't let another trick on the work. Right, but if you KO Dondozo, you're still in a good spot. Iron Hands has so much health that it didn't even take that much recoil or something. Doing basically 80% to 85% to Dozo. But yeah, it is significantly chipping right now, so. And I just muddy water, see if I can get a accuracy drop. I just have to hit figure out for the 100% accurate. It should go for helping hand, right? But for some reason, like he was, like I was to miss muddy water. Yes, he didn't even go for helping hand. So he's hoping I didn't target that slot. Like, if I just double into the Iron Hands, but I miss some muddy water, even though I'm getting more damage off, trickling going up is like detrimental for us. That's good damage. You heal, but you take like it's costly to punch that Tatsugiri. And there's Koraidon. Oh, just boosting up my walking weight at this point. And not a special attack, but it's boosting the damage from Hydra's. And I just click Icy right there. There we go, GG's. We beat 2 Koraidon Miraidon teams. Yeah, and that's the thing, like I have a really good matchup into Miraidon to get rid of it so Dozo can thrive because it's pressured so much by walking weight, especially when they don't have like Whimsicott. It just does really well into it. And the Sableye could be speed control, but I'm guessing it's there for like gravity shenanigans with the Koraidon, and I would expect it to be discharged Miraidon or parabolic charge again. So that's interesting. But that's gonna be it for these battles. We'll get into a final review. Alright, wrapping up with this team, and this team was so much fun. So Koraidon and Calyrex have already proven that they're a very deadly duo. There's so many different ways that you can run this team, so many different sets, so many combos. You can add Weezing to this team, you can add Chiyu to this team, you can drop Dozo for something else, you can run different item on Calyrex. You could run like Life Orb on Calyrex, you can run Ability Shield on Koraidon next to Weezing, you can also run Quick Amulet. There's so many different ways that you can build these teams, so it's so fun to see like, you know, all of them be able to do well and have their own niches, and mine be able to just function the way that it is. One thing to note is that I think Bluebonnet does pair a little bit better with Weezing because you're able to turn off opposing terrain and then start to spore things. But other than that, when you're not playing against Miraidon, which this team does very well into Miraidon, Bluebonnet is just super good with this team. Like, it's just so fun to use this team. And I think Bonnet is a legit mon in this format, and I think it definitely deserves to see a little bit more play, especially Walking Wake as well. I was able to showcase, you know, how good the Snarl set is, you know, Aqua Jet, how that can work, stuff like that. Aqua Jet didn't come out too much, but it is good into like the Sash mons, feeling like they're safe in front of Walking Wake, and you just go ahead and get a KO, right? But this team was very fun. We also got to showcase the Shadow Ball. It's really solid. And this team just feels really strong, and I'm very proud of, you know, the way I built it. And I'm glad that it feels like consistent. And I do think that you can use it in best of 3 and best of 1. So it's just one of those teams that, you know, can function in either. But there is a rental code up at the top right, as well as a Poképaste down in the description below. Let me know in a comment what you guys think about walking Wake on this type of team. Because to me, I felt like it was the MVP of this team. So let me know in the comment what you guys think. And go ahead and subscribe and turn on those post notifications. Every subscription that you guys give helps towards growing this channel and to putting out better content, right? But that's going to be it for this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay tuned. More new video soon. Deuces.